If DaVinci Resolve is lagging like crazy, I'll show you 3 fixes that can instantly speed up your timeline. And the last one makes the biggest difference. So let's start with the fastest win. If you are struggling to get real-time playback, go over to the menu tab and click on the Playback. What you're going to go there is Timeline Resolution, and you can click either half or 1/4. And while you're in there, click on Render Cache and change that to Smart. The playback resolution doesn't fix it. This next one usually makes the huge difference. All this does when you change the playback resolution is change the timeline playback. When you go to record this or export it, it will export on its normal playback speed and resolution. You're not changing anything in the playback for exporting. If your projects are lagging out and struggling in DaVinci Resolve, I will give you one of the best tips that can actually help out. In your project settings under File, then Project Settings, you will see the option to optimize media and render cache. And at the very top, you'll see the options for the proxy media. And what this is, it's just simply going to be making copies of the files. Your system has a little bit more easier way to work with it. Now, by default, it says choose original or automatic depending on the version that you're using. But you can change that to make it smaller increments. If you're suffering just a very little bit of lag, you can change this and put it to 1/2. Or if you're getting more, you can change it to 1/4. If your system is really slowing down or bogged down, you can switch this to 1/8 or 1/16. Now for the proxy media format, you have all these different options. And the first ones you see is 264 and 265. So a lot of the creators use these to record in and think that they are positive formats, but they're really designed for playback and they're horrible for editing and produce a lot of lag. Both these are built in with a lot of compression, and 265 even more than 264. So file sizes can be kept small when you deliver to other platforms such as YouTube. And we'll get into the export to the upload in just a few. But if you try to edit with these types of files, Resolve is going to constantly have to decompress and recompress and work with them in real time. You're much better off making copies in one of these other DNX HR codecs. Now, DNX HR is designed specifically for editing and post-production workflows, especially for high-resolution media. Now, these are all just quite different qualities of the codecs. In most cases, I strongly recommend either HQX or HQ. If you are using an ARM system, I would strongly suggest the HR444 because you'll find out that the 12-bit, which is the HQRX, does not support anything but Resolve Studio, and the HQ is for 8-bit, which is the free version, or if your system is only supporting 8 bits. From there, what I would do is just leave the rest alone and scroll down and click on Save. There are a few more steps you'll need to take. So first, you need to create these proxy files. So what you're going to do is you're going to go up to your media and you're going to select the file or files that are giving you the issues in your playback and right-click and go to Proxy Media and generate. Now a pop-up window will appear and it'll start generating these proxy files, and depending on the resolution of your original files or how big they are or how strong your system is and how many files you have will determine the amount of time it takes for Resolve to generate these proxy files. Now once they are done, what you want to do is go up to the playback menu and you're going to then select proxy handling and make sure preferred proxies is selected. And what that's going to do is it's going to then create a proxy media indicator, and that's telling Resolve that these versions here are selected with proxy medias. So now when it comes time to export, don't worry about the quality of your project. Go into the export window, you scroll down, you will see that it automatically bypasses and re-encodes everything when it's possible. So make sure you have all of these unchecked unless you absolutely want to have them. Just make sure everything is unticked and you're good to go. Now, the last tip we're going to give you is a little bit easier to do and on the system as well. So if you only have a section of your playback that is lagging, what you can do is you go into this video and you select the section that is giving you the issues. You right click after you select them and you just render in place. Give the clip a name and select what it is that you're going to be exporting in. In our case, it's MP4 and 264. It's going to then take and render this one section of the clip in place. Depending on the file size, the resolution, and so on, is going to be how long it's going to take to render this one clip area, so that when it does playback, it doesn't have to render it at all. It's just going to effectively play through. So if you want to go back in and you want to re-edit it, you just right click in there and decompose to original. And what that's going to do is it's going to put you right back to the original clip. If this has helped you fix your DaVinci Resolve lag, drop us a like and a comment below and which one of these fixed best work for you. So until next time, have a good day.